Yes, we're going. Alright. What's good, everybody? Dean Streets 21 here, bringing you my recent scrap update for September 3rd, 2012. Of course, the new band list, so new format. Go ahead and let y'all check this out. Okay, so we start off with two Cyber Dragons. Now, our new card is two Dust Knights. Basically, it's like an Armageddon Knight. Drop an Earth in the graveyard, sets up for Chimera, Dragon plays, and all that. It's a really good card. I mean, the thing is just a flip. So even if it's a flip, I think it's a little bit better than Armageddon Knight, because if you normal summon they Baylor, then you have like a weak monster on board that you can't do shit with. At least with this one, you can set it. They attack it too, and it gets the effect off, unless skill drain or some shit like that. Still two Baylors, Gores, only two Thrashes this time. Honestly, three was clogging, and at times it was like a really dead card in my hand. I really couldn't do too much with it, and I found that 2 is a perfect number here. Besides, it actually comes well with Dust Knight now, because now I have Warriors. I can use Blade Armor and Hero Champion Scalper, which I did not put in the deck for some reason. I would do that a little bit. Okay, then we still have our 3 Scrap Beasts, 3 Chimeras, standard stuff. Right, I put a Goblin in just because Goblin is really good here, and once you go through all your loops and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you're gonna need something. You're gonna need like a good standalone monster, and just setting his face down, they attack into it, and they have another monster attack into it again. You know, he can't be destroyed by battle, but his effect goes off at the end of the battle phase, which will probably give you a plus, get you that Chimera, and get set up on your plays again. Still, the one Orthos, I always said 1 is good. I see people run 2 to 3. I hear it's really good. You know, chain with Scrap Storm and all that. Fuck that. Just 1 is good enough. Then our two Summoner Monks. For our spells, Dark Hole, 2 Lances, still staple here. Heavy, Mind Control, Monster, 2 MSTs, 3 Claw for me. That's all. 2 Pots, because the new band list now. The only 2 Pots, which is really good. You know, the Rhoda, even more live now with the Dust Knights. Now I have increased it to set 2. I used to now run 3. 3 basically because I mean, Scrap Storm is just too good, and Scrap's not to play. I mean, just popping that Beast, adding that Chimera to Grave, then getting the effect back, and just drawing a free card off is just too good not to pass up. And if you don't need it, it's Summoner Monk food. You know what I'm saying? Then I wrote this for scraps, you know, scrap yards. Then we still have our 2 Bombless, 1 Judgment, and 2 Warnings. On the extra, I haven't changed it yet. I keep forgetting that. That's why the Bryonic is still in here, but we'll change that in a little bit. So yeah, but we'll do the side first. 2 Electrifiers, 2 Snow Eaters. Then the new card I just found out today. Well, I found it about 2 weeks ago, but I haven't put it in here. Is a Solar Windjammer. Basically, this card is like a Thrasher that's level 5. Now, I want to put this in instead of the Cyber Dragon, but I'm kind of having issues with it because I'm thinking to myself that Cyber Dragon is a good standalone monster. I mean, you can run over almost anything nowadays, but Windjammer just makes it easier for me to go into a Scrap Twin or Stardust, you know, dropping him and Goblin or something. The only thing I like about Solar Windjammer than Cyber Dragon is the fact that it's searchable by Sangan. So I mean, just like that, you know, Sangan gets destroyed, add to your hand, special, normal, make a synchro. I don't think you do exceeds with. Well, you can probably do exceeds with, but then Scraps ain't all about exceeding; they're all about synchro. But yeah, probably will be testing this out here. But this card, like when it does come out, I will be getting 2 of them, because it's too good not to pass up. And it's just like Thrasher. Still our 2 Chalices, really good. Soul Takers, so stable here. D Prisons, Fairy 1, I still say it's a really good card. Out to skill drain, out to face up shenanigans, Samurais, what have you. Necro, I mean, well, yeah, Necro Valley, Gates. Because honestly, GKs are Scrap's worst matchup because they can't target the graveyard. And our Usawa's 2 Shadow Prisoners, which by the way doesn't really hurt me that much. I only run 2 Darks in here. Summoner Monk, well, and Gores. But game 2, I'll probably start out the Summoner Monks, keep the Gores in, because you never know when you might need that Gores. And to the extra deck, the Cybers, Chimera Tech will be going to the side. AOJ, skip over Bryonic, Darkin still here. Scrap Archfiend is a new one, just because we have the Goblin now, and going Chimera Goblin just to get a good beater on board. And it's still a solid play. Black Rose, for me, I've never really been a big fan of Black Rose, honestly. Even in the playing days, I still hate playing it, getting Baylors. Like, okay, I can't do shit now. It's just 2400 beaters, kind of weak. But Scrap Archfiend, really good standalone monster. We still have our 3 Scrap Dragons, which is surprising enough, they're still priced pretty high. Our Scrap Twin, with the Solar Windjammer, being able Solar Windjammer searchable by Sangan now. I mean, it's still good. It still puts in a lot of work, and it's won me countless games, especially over at Third Coast. The one Stardust, once again, that extra pressure. I mean, easy to make. Thrasher, Beast, put that pressure on board, make your opponent play around it or play differently than they usually would. We have our Exceeds, our Maestro, really good card. I use it like a motherfucker. Our Shockmaster, and this nowadays, well, in this deck, for some reason, like it's very easy to get 3 level 4s on board. Yeah, I mean, if they veil the Chimera, then yeah, it does hurt. But I mean, you got your Thrashers, you set up a Dust Knight or something. I mean, you got Monster Gorm. You got ways to get out other level 4s and still make Shockmaster. Only make it when you're going for game. Utopia Ray, and Photon Butterfly Assassin. Not that power, what the fuck you want to call it, but Photon Butterfly Assassin. But yeah, this is my scrap build for the new format. Like I said before, Solar Windjammer, interesting card, really good. I say if you're gonna play like Synchro base or even Exceed base, something like that, get you about 2 of these because these are really good. But there's easy rank 5 plays or easy Synchro plays, what have you. Yeah, that's it. Once again, it's DN Streets 21. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all that I am on DN. This was that. Yeah, there we go. I've had that picture load up. Yep, that's me right here. Usually I would have Jaded up. I have Neos because Neos is still the shit. But yeah, this is me right here. Also, me on Facebook, so y'all want to add me. Excuse me. Y'all want to add me, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Facebook. But yeah, so DN Streets 21. Sign out.